As the sun beats down on the desert, I find myself stranded in the middle of nowhere. The oppressive heat makes it challenging to think, and I know I must act fast if I want to survive. With the high noon sun beating down on me, I trek through the vast expanse of the desert, struggling with the temptation to seek out the nearest settlement, instead of returning to face the menace that has made itself a resident in the back of my truck. A settlement can be hours away if I don't know which direction to take. Too risky. The sun is not in a forgiving mood. Every step feels like an eternity, as the desolate landscape stretches out before me, its barrenness amplifying my solitude. Thoughts of civilization become a mirage in my mind, teasing me with the promise of respite and human connection. I yearn for the comfort of shelter, the shade it would provide, and the simple joys of cooling down. With each laborious stride, my anticipation grows as I spot a settlement hovering on the horizon, a sanctuary amidst the relentless wilderness. But it is too far away. I could never make it in this heat. With no other options, I decide to continue to the Cyberstar. The danger residing within it, somehow fading against the threat of heat stroke and death. Quashing my primal fear, I resolve to take a chance and attempt to drive to a safer location. As I approach the truck, I can't help but wonder if the creature is still inside. Too afraid to check, I assume it is as I cautiously creep over and peer at the back of the truck. The doors are closed, and apart from the blood-soaked tailgate and earth underfoot, there is no other sign of anything out of the ordinary. My hands slowly touch the locking mechanism, and I slide the pin into place. Relieved, I climb into the driver's seat, lock the door, and turn on the power. The truck hums to life, and I feel a glimmer of hope that maybe I could make it out alive. All that is required is to drive to the next settlement and then run for my life.
Would you like me to readjust our waypoint schedule?
Avocado's booming voice startles me. I try using a low voice. Get us out of here and turn your voice down. The Cyberstar starts to move. Avocado, throw up the surveillance video, last 3 hours. Multiple video feeds appear on the dash screen. Go forward. The images scroll until the motorcycle enters the camera's sight. Okay, stop. Play. As I watch the feed, I cannot help but react the same way as before, with that same surge of adrenaline, my heart racing, replicating my original response to the unfolding horror. The cameras have captured me inspecting the back of the truck. On the screen, the dusty desert road sprawls out around me, seemingly calm and empty. The monotonous hum of the desert wind lulls me into a false sense of security. Then suddenly, like phantoms materializing from thin air, the Viper's motorcycle gang burst onto the scene. The roaring bike and white utility truck kick up trails of dust as they encircle my vehicle, like a swarm of predatory insects descending on their prey. It was a well-coordinated ambush, their movements smooth and practiced, revealing a sinister efficiency that sent shivers down my spine. Then I remember their fates. My grip on the steering wheel tightens as I realize the gravity of the situation. Go to the internal camera. The highway pirates, their faces concealed by menacing masks, have managed to breach the cargo area. They move with a sinister purpose, their intentions clear. The tension inside the back of the Cyberstar is palpable. Suddenly the atmosphere shifts. The 3 masked men, previously brimming with confidence, react to something that defies explanation. Their body language betrays a detectable fear and panic, their eyes widening behind their masks. In an instant, chaos erupts. One of the Vipers lets out a blood-curdling scream as his head is wrenched from his shoulders, tumbling to the floor with a sickening thud. Another pirate, in a desperate bid to escape this supernatural nightmare, attempts to flee. But before he can take more than a single stride, some invisible force ensnares him, a malevolent power that yanks him back violently. He crashes against the wooden crates, his body contorted in pain. The third pirate suffers a more gruesome fate, struck down by an otherworldly force torn apart, his limbs severed by an unseen party with horrifying efficiency. Rewind 30 seconds. I watch it again, wide-eyed and trembling, blinking in disbelief, straining my eyes, attempting to comprehend the incomprehensible, to see the unseeable. In this surreal and nightmarish moment, the boundaries of reality blur, leaving me to confront an inexplicable and terrifying force beyond my understanding. I stand at a crossroads, my mind racing with anxiety. The Cyberstar, my potential savior, awaits to drive me to civilization, even though it harbors some unknown monstrosity in the back. The gnawing uncertainty about this lethal entity hidden there sends a shiver down my spine. But the alternative is equally daunting, walking the scorching desert highway under the relentless sun, a journey that promises exhaustion and dehydration. Each option is fraught with peril, and I find myself weighing the devil I know against the one I don't. "Avocado," I say. "Get me to the nearest settlement as fast as you can." The Cyberstar shudders as its wheels change pace. We glide along the asphalt, cutting across the barren landscape towards the next intersection.
Would you like me to head back to Esperada?
"No," I say, choosing not to go back to the motel, betting everything that my cargo is linked to those murders. My mind races as I listen for any noise from the back. The sun beats down relentlessly outside, and my throat is parched from dehydration, but I don't dare turn on the air conditioner. I need to hear it, although I have no idea what to do if I do.